Good evening, everyone. I'm WCI3 meteorologist Jacob Dickey. The time now is 7:27. We've got a live update on our digital platforms for a severe thunderstorm warning that's been issued and just a general storm update as we go through the next couple of hours here as we get things started. Lots of folks checking in. So if you want to help me out and let me know, make sure we can hear things just fine, make sure things are looking good. Everything's A-OK here. Lots of folks checking on in. Appreciate that. We've got Sally checking in Danville. We've got Dave in Gibson City watching. We've also got James in Urbana watching. Lots of folks checking on in here. And so we'll keep that updated there. Again, just watching the chat, making sure things are going good so we can hear and everything is good as far as it goes. Getting some thumbs up. Let's get started and talk about what we've got. We have some scattered storms moving their way in our direction here this evening as advertised. One warning now on the books. If you're watching on TV, CBS, you see that crawling at the bottom of the screen. And we thought we'd talk about it here as well as some of these other scattered storms that are in the neighborhood. And we'll focus right now on the severe thunderstorm warning. Then we'll work our way to the west for the rest of the storms. Talk about what we expect the rest of the night here. The severe thunderstorm warning itself goes for Iroquois County. Now this is for the eastern parts of Iroquois County here. Does not include Watseka or Clifton, Onarga, Buckley, Loda, but there still are storms to the north here. This warning was issued for a storm here near Donovan, coming down Highway 52 to the south and east there, right along the state line, and goes until 8:15. And so we're going to watch that and keep our eyes on it here. The eastern part of Iroquois County, if you're familiar with that area, you've got in the northern part up here, the Iroquois County, the wildlife area they've got set up over there, and then the Willow Slough sits just to the east here towards Beaver City. There's a bar up that way, the Hideout. That's very popular up here. That's where these heavy rain and storms are here. Gusty winds likely of 60 miles an hour continuing to the south and east. Sheldon sits here. There's Kentland, Indiana. This is really along the state line for the gustiest winds here as that storm continues to push off to the south at 45 miles an hour. While there's no warning for the rest of Iroquois County, this severe thunderstorm warning, again, east of Watseka, east of the Iroquois River here, doesn't include Milford, not Cissna Park, not Crescent City, not Shabans, not Ashcombe, not Clifton, not Onarga or Gilman, not even Buckley or Loda here, though there still are some more storms to the west of that one with the warning that are moving off to the south. We'll watch them, keep our eyes on them. We know there's a lot of lightning with them and some torrential downpours as these storms move off to the south. Further off to the west then, let's give a quick check into Ford and Livingston and McLean County here. Just some spot showers and a few storms developing. Nothing in this area has taken hold yet. We thought the line itself would be broken, and that's what the way things are looking here. Still some spot showers and a few rumbles of thunder along US 24. That'd be from Chenoa towards Fairbury, Forest, Piper City, Chatsworth sits right there, and in the neighborhood of northern Ford County. Kempton, Cabery, Stell, you got Piper City that sits there. Those storms all moving to the south slowly with a bit of an eastward component here, but nothing concerning from that part of our area. Really, I think the next interesting feature in the line here sits south of Peoria. This is actually just outside of our viewing area. Here's Lincoln, there's Bloomington. Interstate 55 runs here, US 136 runs here. Champaign-Urbana is off into that side of the screen over there. This line of showers and storms has some gusts of wind, 40 to 50 miles an hour, according to the National Weather Service, moving through Tazewell and Mason County. Here's Havana. You've got Peoria right here. This sliding to the south and east, Logan, McLean County, and probably Menard County. We'll have to watch for those as it continues in that general direction. No warnings on that particular storm at this time. Just one warning on the books here, and that's going to be for Iroquois County. We do, though, have a watch that's in effect, a severe thunderstorm watch. That goes until 10 o'clock. We'll include McLean, Livingston, Ford, Iroquois, and Benton counties. We do not have an indication that the watch will be extended to the south. No decision has been made on that yet. If it is, we'll let you know. We'll get some stuff posted on social media. I still think even though there's no watch for Champaign-Urbana or Danville or Decatur, we still have a chance to get some scattered showers and storms in our neighborhood here over the next couple of hours as that batch pushes off to the south. So we'll watch it closely here for a little bit. Let's take a look at future track and take a look at what's happening. Overall, doing a pretty good job with the placement here of the line. And you can see that complex in Iroquois County, some other scattered cells out to the west. As we go hour by hour here, notice here we carry on to 8, 9 o'clock, starting to see those scattered showers and storms pick up maybe a little bit. We think that there's a chance with the sun going down here pretty quickly in the next hour or so. we can cool off some of the air aloft here. That may allow for some more robust development. We'll see how it plays out. Not set in stone, but our eyes are really from 7 o'clock till midnight, I think, for the best chance here. Notice we get to 11 o'clock, starting to look a little more broken, a little weaker there, even by midnight. Not quite as impressive here as it continues off to the south with that hour-by-hour timing. You know, we'll still get some storms in the area. That's been expected here for much of central Illinois. While we've got that watch, again, I'll pull the radar up real fast. I want to show you a picture we got from Clinton of the storms as well. And so I'll get that set here. Hoping this works like I anticipate. And let me get the Apple TV connected. It seems like it maybe stopped the connection for me. So it should give me a second, and it should pop up here. There we go. So here we go. You can see this storm that popped up. This is looking from Clinton off to the north and west here. That's that storm that we talked about towards Tazewell and Mason counties. The updraft is here. You've got that overshooting top, and so with the sun behind it, really illuminates it well. Likely as the sun keeps going down, we'll start to see some lightning pictures come on in, but I thought that was a great photo that was sent to us here from those storms that are to the south of Peoria, and that was sent to us by Tiffany from Clinton. So she emailed that and sent that to us on Facebook. You got photos like that, send them our way. We love hearing viewer reports and more. Just one warning right now. Again, eastern Iroquois County, the storm riding the state line to the south into Benton County, Indiana as well. I'll be remiss if I don't check in the chat real quick and just kind of make sure I'm getting any questions answered here, taking a look. Really, I think that after tonight, the storm threat will be finished here. And while I'm talking about that and checking for questions, I'll throw up our severe weather impacts on the board behind me. The main threat will be for some gusty winds with these storms, 50, 60 mile an hour, maybe a little higher. The tornado threat low. It's not zero. If we can get a storm established, take advantage of the environment, then we may get the chance for a tornado somewhere. Really, I think through 2 a.m., probably maybe by midnight, we may wrap things up here. We've been advertising from 5 p.m. till 2 p.m., 2 a.m., I should say. Prime time from 7 p.m. till midnight as that line pushes on through. Once the line passes, you're done for the severe threat for the night and really for the next several days. Tomorrow should be a pretty good day, although hot. Still going to be hot out there with these temperatures in central Illinois. So we'll leave that up and just check the chats here, and then we'll go back to radar. We know folks are checking in and whatnot. Lots of folks out and about. Champaign County Fair is going on. Keeping an eye on things. In Gibson City, I've got Arcola checking on in. Decatur. Georgetown, Pontiac. Sound is good. Checking in here. Appreciate that. So, folks are watching. We'll monitor here. With the line of storms being broken as it is, some folks will miss out on the rain, but if you do get one of those storms, we've been advertising that chance at about 60%, which, you know the formula. We expect that 60% of the area will at least see some rain, meaning 40% won't. That's aerial coverage on the WCIA viewing area. You can hear me fine down in Glenarm, south of Springfield. My dad grew up down there. Catlin, Brooke, checking in over there. Good in Gibson City. Sounds good, looks good. We got Seidel, Sue checking in there. Question about tomorrow. Tomorrow looks fine. Again, it's going to be hot. We may get a spot shower. Some of those storms may linger down by Interstate 70 in the morning into the early afternoon hours, but I don't expect any problems after tonight. Lots of folks checking in. So again, that severe thunderstorm watch for areas north of Interstate 74. That's going to be including Ford, Iroquois, Livingston, and McLean counties. Does not include Champaign-Urbana, but it does include Gibson City, Paxton, Piper City, Watseka, Buckley, Loda. Includes Pontiac, Fairbury, Chatsworth, areas like that. So that's what we're watching. We've got some folks checking in from that way. We'll jump back to the radar real quick here. I don't expect to stay on too much longer here. It's a severe thunderstorm warning. They're common. I'd argue at this point the bulk of the storm itself now is moving into Indiana. But there's still more cells there from Martinton to Ashcombe. That's going to be along US 52. You get the 24-52 split there at Sheldon. 52 takes you to the north towards Ashcombe. 24 continues off here through Watseka off towards Pontiac. And that storm seems to be maybe some more of those pockets of heavier rain here. I'll turn on the lightning real fast as well. We're going to look at how much lightning there is. Lightning usually an indication of the intensity. And rightfully so. You can see all that lightning in that core here, north of Watseka, north of Kentland, Indiana, Sheldon, Donovan, Beaverton, up where the bar is, by the wildlife reserve there near the Slaw. That'd be the Hideout Bar, far northeastern Iroquois County. Beaver City sits there. This storm moving off to the south and east. Still, though, some good lightning and thunder over towards Clifton and north of Watseka. And I'll show you future track here in a second. Again, I saw that question popped on in. We went through it once, but we know on these digital platforms, people come in, they go out. They come in, they go out. So we'll stick on here a little bit to keep the message going. You'll notice then on these individual little cells between Bloomington and Piper City, not really a lot of lightning there. We'll watch it. More interested in this feature now approaching Tazewell and Mason County, just outside of our area. Quite a bit of lightning here. Tremont sits here. Delavan sits here. You got Highway 9 across there. Highway 9 east of Bloomington carries you into Gibson City. 136 sits here. Here's 155. There's Morton. You've got Goodfield. They got a great restaurant up in Goodfield. Sits right there on 74 and 150. This is Delavan, Manitou. Midwest City sits in there. A lot of lightning and thunder. This batch will carry to the south and east towards, say, Hayworth, McLean, maybe as far north as Bloomington, Normal. I think Atlanta, Waynesville, Wapella, Clinton, probably going to get in on the action with this particular storm. No warning for it, but it's a strong storm. Still some indication of some gusty winds within it. What they'll do now is take a look at some of the velocity products here. Again, we're looking for how the air is moving inside of these. And what you'll see here is these areas of greens, an indication of winds going towards the radar down in Lincoln. A lot of straight line winds here. No indication of a tornado threat with these storms. We'll monitor it, but I think mainly the wind is the big event tonight here, indicating some 40 to 50 mile an hour winds here. And you can see those green colors really showing up well there. And then we'll jump over to our storms in northern Iroquois County and get an indication of that. And let me switch my product. We'll go to the Chicago radar for this one. So we're wanting to see those reds going away. Something interesting maybe in here near Martinton. We'll watch it. There's nothing immediately concerning, but a lot of that gusty winds now is along and east of US 52 from Sheldon, Kentland. There's US 41 that takes you up to Valparaiso. Some gusty winds in that area. So we're going to watch things closely here for a little while longer just to make sure that things are going to be okay. So that's the update I have for you at 7:39. If need be, I'll have another update on digital platforms. One last check here of the area and some new information coming on in. Let me read this real fast. Quick update from the Storm Prediction Center. They're saying another watch may be needed in a narrow corridor southeast of the existing watches. So if that's the case, then that may mean Decatur, Champaign-Urbana, Danville, maybe as far south as Mattoon, Charleston. There's just a sliver of area, and I tend to agree with that, given what we're looking at here. So we'll watch and see if we don't extend the watch down the Interstate 72-74 corridor along our major cities, Springfield, Decatur, Champaign-Urbana, and Danville. If that happens, you'll get the alert first on the WCIA3 weather app. So that's what we'll continue to monitor here for a little while longer. Real quick, we'll go to Future Track and then wrap this Canarble wagon up for you. Again, just spending a little time on digital. It's Saturday. We got storms rolling on in here. Overall, doing a fairly good placement. You see here about 8:30 and getting into 9, 10 o'clock. Storms starting to approach Champaign-Urbana and Danville. We'll see how intense they are. The intensity will trail off with westward and southern extent in the region here. 11, 12, yeah, maybe still an isolated stronger storm, but I think the threat really begins to wane fairly quickly after midnight. By 2 a.m., we should be all clear here in central Illinois as this whatever's left continues off to the south. That'll set us up for another hot and steamy Sunday after those heat index values today. Boy, they got into the triple digits out there area wide. We'll show you the temperatures real fast here. There's your temperatures in the 80s. At one point, Taylorville was sitting with a dew point, and they're at 79 now. They used to have a dew point at 81. Juicy air. That's good instability for these storms. The heat index value there got to 109 at one point today. So very humid air here. Our scale goes up to 71 to 75. Beyond that, it's pretty much unbearable. We're breaking the scale. Paris showing a dew point of 81. Very soupy air mass in place. Good instability for storms, and that's going to continue for a while. At least the cold front coming through will bring, and I say slight relief, I mean a very slight relief to the area as, we're still going to be hot and humid, but maybe not feeling like 110. We'll feel more like, just checking that update there. We'll feel more like in the upper 90s, low 100s. Still hot, still summer. Dog days of summer are here in central Illinois. If you want more details on the extended forecast, check the WCI 3 weather app. The 7-day forecast is there. In addition, if you're not sure if you've got notifications turned on, I did a real detailed step-by-step process. It's pretty easy. In fact, I can probably show you that now and take a peek at it here. I may have to reconnect to the Apple TV real fast just to make sure it's working, but I'll show you real fast. Apple TV never works when you want it to, as far as I'm concerned. But I'll show you that in a second. Again, I'll pop up that severe thunderstorm watch one last time here, and that's for McLean, Ford, Iroquois, Livingston County. Okay, we're back on here. So I'm going to pull up the app real quick and show you some of the features on that. So if you're watching here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it full screen. Actually, I'm going to keep it this way so I can point some things out. If you need to make sure you've got your notification set right here, press those three lines, and you can click on location. And on there, you'll see you can have as many towns as you want. I've got friends across the world, and I want to check the weather where they are. You can do follow me if your location services are turned off. Some people do that. That's totally fine. You can click specific locations. I've got one here for Gibson City. You click on that town, and it's going to pop up the weather for that location. So I get the update. There's a severe thunderstorm watch in Gibson City. And if I want to make sure that the alerts are put on, let's just do my uncle in California. I click the three dots next to it here, and I click Enable Notifications. And now I'll get any severe weather alerts in San Clemente, California. About the only alert I think they'll have this time of year is going to be a nice beach weather. But certainly here we'll keep the updates and get all that. So I just wanted to show that real quick for some folks that maybe didn't get the latest update or missed out on it or whatever the case may be. So there we are. We're watching these lines of gusty storms. Mainly now the focus on Iroquois County. We'll start watching Logan, DeWitt County here. That batch of storms coming out of Peoria through Tremont moves its way on in. The threat is low. It's not zero here. The Storm Prediction Center did update the slight risk. And you can see that zone here. That's it. And we did pull it south a little bit. Lincoln, Champaign, Danville, Watseka, Pontiac, and Bloomington. And I'll check real fast the latest on the tornado risk. Yeah, still here. It's at a 2 out of 10 now. Clinton, Champaign-Urbana, Danville, Watseka, Bloomington. If there is an extension of the watch, it's not going to go much further south than that, but we'll update you if that's the case. So that's what I have for you. It is 7:44. We're going to wrap this up. If need be, I'll have another update probably 8:15, 8:30. Otherwise, catch me on WCIX News at 9 with the latest and WCIA 3 News at 10 with the latest. We'll keep you updated here. Of course, that crawl will continue at the bottom of the screen on TV. Your app will send you notifications. You can do a lot of great things in the app. Check it out. It's a new update from the beginning of the month. If you haven't done it yet, really like what it's done for us here at the station. That's what I have for y'all. Have a great rest of your night. Hope I don't have to check in with you again on digital, but if so, you can count on WCIA to keep you updated ahead of the storm. Take care and have a great rest of your night.